Hey guys, so here I am in Amsterdam and I thought of sharing about my experiences and how many days are important and where I stayed and everything about this trip. So since my trip is coming to an end, I thought of recording something like this so that the future assistants, those who watch my videos, will benefit from this and can plan their trips better. So you can see the background. In Amsterdam, I feel there are more cycles than people, and here is a proof. Okay, so this is just one part. Okay, there are equal amount of cycles on the other side of the road, and thankfully it's sunny today, and I am heading to my Flixbus stop. So I'll just in a minute show you what the tram looks like here. It's a very beautiful country to visit. I visited 3 cities here actually during my trip. I'll share everything about what all you need to do, where you can cheat also, where you will end up spending a lot of money if you are someone like me, and how you can save a lot on uh, this trip being an assistant. So this is the tram station. It's a very big station actually. What you see behind there is a metro station, and this is a tram station, and then we have the bus stops like this. So I'm totally in love with this place, and to be very honest, um, yeah, just give me a minute. So that's the railway station here, and it's not this side, it's on the other side. It's just right behind me. So, and this is an intercity train. So as you can see, um, so honestly guys, this has been the best trip of my stay here in France, in Europe. And the thing is, I am not sure about the total expenses for this trip, but I can at least tell you about what all things you need to do. Um, so the first thing that you have to do is, if you're planning your trip to Amsterdam, you need to plan it at least a month prior, at least a month prior, or at least I would say 4 to 6 weeks prior, because you need to make your bookings. I had booked my Flixbus, I think 5 or 6 weeks ago, to and fro. Okay, so I had booked the round trip for Flixbus, and I also booked my tickets for Anne Frank House. So every Tuesday, the tickets for the Anne Frank House are open at 10 a.m. So you've got to book your tickets at that time. If you think on the spot you will be given a ticket, you're wrong, because that never happens. And trust me, it will be, I mean, you'll miss out on this. Now, whether you should visit Anne Frank House or not is a choice of yours, because um, I haven't read a lot about Anne Frank, but I mean, when I was in school, I did have a few chapters, so I know who that person, I knew who that person is, and a little bit of her story. Of course, I don't know a lot. So, if you think, only if you know about this person, or if you've read about this person, you can go to Amsterdam, you can go to the Anne Frank house, you're wrong, because that's not the case. The audio guide tours that you get on your arrival is pretty much self-explanatory. So um, even if you don't know, I think if you're someone who loves to know about the history, culture, all of that, it's a good way to explore. Uh, it's a good way to explore this place, and a little bit of history also, European history, of course. So this is what the Amsterdam train station looks like. It's not the actual train station. It's another station called Amsterdam Sloterdijk. So it's right next to Amsterdam main station. The Centra station is really massive. So you can see. So there's a metro, and right below there is this intercity, or sprinter as you call, and then right over there, where you can see the buses, it's the Flixbus and the BlaBlaCar bus stop as well. So one thing I really like about this place is everything is at one point now. And I was fortunate enough to have sunlight during this trip, because otherwise it's dark and gloomy during this time. But anyways, coming back to the booking thing. So first you need to book 3 things. I booked 3 things. That was my Flixbus from France to Amsterdam, and then the return trip, and the third is the Anne Frank house ticket. Anne Frank house will cost you 16 euros, 16, and it's totally worth visiting. So also the fourth thing that you need to pre-book is your hostel, because otherwise the hostel prices usually from the month of March end or April, I can say, are double than the rates that I paid. Me and my friend, we paid. So also, if you're somebody who is wondering whether Amsterdam is safe for solo travelers, especially girls, young girls, definitely it is, because of course we know the red light district and everything that Amsterdam is known for. You may have second thoughts about its safety, but trust me, it's very, very safe. And you can do a solo trip also to Amsterdam. So and you definitely have to come here because it's really good. And talking about the stay that we booked, so the first night we spent in Rotterdam, which is another city that's 1 hour away, 1 or 1.5 hour away from Amsterdam. Even that city is a beautiful one. So we stayed there for a night. It's a very small city, but trust me, I've had the best stroopwafels there. Like in Rotterdam, there is this place where you get, it's like a shopping mall where you get only stuff to eat. I forgot the name, what it was, but yeah, there, like, that lady had made the stroopwafel right in front of us. It was freshly made, hot, served with Nutella, and she stuffed it with so much of Nutella, I cannot tell you. So if you would like to have like the best stroopwafels, Rotterdam is the place. Like, you'll get the fresh ones. So other things about Rotterdam was those cube houses. Oh god, you can check it online. I mean, things to do in Rotterdam. The Cube House Museum. It's called Cube House Museum, but it's not actually a museum. It's like a hostel where people stay now. So there's just one house which is open to tourists. Otherwise, Just give me a minute. There's place to sit. I'll just take a seat and I continue talking to you guys. So before that, I'll just show you. I just walked while talking to you guys, and you see, this is the stop for BlaBlaCar and the Flixbus. It's walkable. So I forgot what I was talking to you about. The Stroopwafel, Rotterdam. Yes, so the cube houses, I was talking about that. So there's one house which is open for tourists to visit to see what the interior of that house looks like. And it's a must watch, because at least once you should go there, because it's so unique and something different. I mean, at least I have never noticed an architecture that unique. So that was one highlight of Rotterdam. The Stroopwafel, of course, was another highlight. We had ice cream there. We were just walking, and Rotterdam is walkable. It's a very small city, so everything was walkable. We stayed in a hostel called King Kong, and the hostel also was good. I had a good experience there. The only thing is, it was very stupid to leave my food stuff in the common kitchen, and that just got stolen. So that is one thing. Another thing is, when you're in Amsterdam, maybe in hostel, you may find stoned people around. So like in our hostel, there was one person in the common kitchen. As soon as we arrived, he was around us, and he started talking to us very randomly, and something felt weird. Of course, he was decent enough to not talk shit, but yeah, he was fully stoned. And another thing is, so when I told him, you can directly tell them to just let you be by yourself. I told them, I mean, we told him to just leave us alone, and this guy was not moving from there. So we just went to the receptionist and we told her about it, and she kicked him out of the hostel immediately, because of his behavior, of course, and the complaints. So it's safe, okay. And but I just wanted to share this experience, because Amsterdam is a place where you will definitely come across, I won't say you definitely come across, but you may come across such people. So you just need to be a little alert. That's it. Otherwise, from safety perspective, there was no issue at all that I faced. Rotterdam is the largest port in Europe, so that is worth seeing. And it's very unique, because there I also came across a restaurant which was a boat. Okay, so maybe it's an ancient boat which was converted to a restaurant. It's again a very unique experience. It's a very unique thing to see. And so the port was one thing, the cube houses was another thing, the waffle and all of that was another thing. You just walk around, look at the city, take pictures, videos, and I think that's it. So the next morning we left for Amsterdam. We had a Flixbus from Rotterdam to Amsterdam. We booked it just for €5, and on the way, oh god, it was sunny that day, and we got to see the best view of Amsterdam from the front seat of the Flixbus. Of course, the bus that we took was double decker, so we got the top seat, and the front seat there was nobody seated on the front seat, so we just moved there, and we could see the bestest of views of Netherlands. And yeah, so as soon as we reached Amsterdam, now one thing, what happened with us was, the bus left from the departure stop like 2 hours later, so there was a delay by 2 hours because the cops had caught the bus driver, not the bus driver but the bus, and maybe there was checking going on or something like that. So that is something, again, a very common thing. So I assuming those things, I had this buffer time with my Anne Frank house booking. So the first thing that we did as soon as we reached Amsterdam was we went to the Anne Frank house directly with our backpacks, um, because it was almost the same time. It was almost the time to go, and yeah, so we visited that. So visit to Anne Frank house will take about an hour or an hour and 15 minutes, not more than that. Just give me a minute. So yeah, that was it, Anne Frank house. After that, um, we rushed to a nearest subway, because of course we are vegetarians, and honestly I'm not very satisfied with the authentic European cafes and food. So I always rely on subway when I'm traveling, because it's not very expensive also, and it's something satisfying and filling. So I prefer subway. So we went to the nearest subway, and then we headed to our hostels for check-in, um, which was we stayed in St. Christopher's Inn for like 2 nights, and the hostel is good. There's no common kitchen though, so that is one thing you need to check. So yeah, there's no common kitchen. So St. Christopher's cost us somewhere around 30 euros per night. So we made the booking again 1.5 month prior. So that is what I recommend, because when I was checking the prices for April month, and so the rates were 70 to 80 euros a night. So you've got to see the details, and you've got to pre-book. Also there was like last night, like the second night, there was live music in the hostel, though it was boring, but yeah, we did stay here. Talking about uh, the experiences, Amsterdam is really beautiful. So yesterday what we did, but I think for Amsterdam staying one night is more than enough. Okay, so since we had booked 2 nights, it was actually beyond sufficient, because whatever we had to do, we had completed. I mean, whatever places we wanted to cover, we had done that. And just give me a minute, guys. I'm just checking my bus. So I see a seat here. I'll just go and settle down. I was a little far from my Fleeks bus stop, so I just decided to go there. So just so that I'm not lost when I'm recording this video. And so I have my bus in like next 30 to 40 minutes, but it's always safe to reach before time, right? And since I had time, I thought of recording everything. So and it's very cold here. I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, the red light district is something very safe again. We did go there like 2 times. Yeah, we went there twice, and it was safe, no problem at all. The only thing you have to be careful about is taking pictures. You are actually not allowed to take pictures there, or videos, anything. And there are a lot of kinky things to do, things to check out, like the stores and everything, you know what I mean. So we were just strolling around the streets of Amsterdam, and evening also we were just walking around, exploring the streets, canals, and everything. It's Amsterdam is really beautiful. Okay, now what we decided to do the next day was, there were a few things that we wanted to see in Amsterdam, but we had a lot of time and we realized that there's nothing more to do apart from those things. So we decided to visit another city which was like 30 minutes to 1 hour away from Amsterdam by train, I think. Yeah, uh, it was just the station was just 15 minutes away from the Amsterdam Central Station. So we went to Zandam, where again, there's a very unique architecture that you see, and it's worth visiting. So also Zandam is popular for shopping. So in case you would like to shop for yourself, it's the shopping hub, you can say. So Zandam was the city that we visited, and I think we found a subway nearest to this place. We ate there, and I think in 2 hours we were done, and we returned to Amsterdam. We went to souvenir stores to pick up some stuff and everything, and then we were just walking around Amsterdam, doing nothing. In the evening, there is um, one very popular fries outlet called Mannequin Piece. I know it's supposed to be in Belgium, but no, it's here in Amsterdam. So this very popular fries was a must try. I highly recommend, because the first time we loved it so much that we went to this place again the other day. So the first evening and the second evening we had fries from this place. Now the fries are very sufficient, so we just took a small size of fries, and we were literally full. We did not we couldn't have dinner after this because the fries were so filling. um, and we really loved the fries. You imagine, it's so cold outside. It felt like 0 or -1 degrees yesterday, and it's so cold outside, and you're having those hot fries. And the best part about Mannequin Piece fries is that they are served very hot. So it's not that they are fried all together and served as and when there are people. um, so that was the best part. We also had stroop waffle again here, but I think the one we had in Rotterdam was unbeatable. Then the next thing that you have to do is, for souvenirs, do not buy souvenirs like in the main city. You should buy souvenirs at the flower market, because that's the place where I found the cheapest souvenirs actually. And I had already picked up a few things before that, so I did not buy a lot. But um, the magnets which I bought for like 3.5 euros were just for like uh, 2 euros, 2.5 euros in the flower market. So in case you plan to buy many of them, you should definitely go to the flower market. And I think the souvenirs, the magnets and all of that were better than I found anywhere else. Also, there is the biggest Van Gogh museum here. So if you love uh, visiting Van Gogh museums, and you are a Van Gogh paintings fan, you will have to pre-book again. Don't expect your past education to work here, because it doesn't. And the last minute reservation, I don't think they accept. I did not visit the Van Gogh museum because it was for 25, 20, 23 or 25 euros, I'm not sure. So I did not want to spend that much, so I did not visit. But yeah, I think if you're someone, you enjoy Van Gogh paintings, you should definitely book beforehand. Another thing is, if you are an assistant and if you would like to save money, um, ensure when you are packing your stuff, you are also packing whatever is handy, maybe peanut butter, Nutella. um, Pick up a packet of bread, so that at the hostel, if there's a common kitchen, you can just um, eat that for breakfast. At least you save a lot of money that way. Carry ready to eat stuff, something that just needs boiling hot water and it's ready, like Safola oats or some premix that you may have handy, or cup noodles or something like that. That way you'll save a lot of money on food at least. um, because I'm sure you'll spend a lot on souvenirs here. We both did. And I was just randomly walking around, and it was too cold, so we just wanted to get some warmth. And since these stores are heater equipped, we just decided to get in to stores like Zara and H&M, and a lot of other stores as well. So we picked up a lot of unexpected stuff on the way. So um, yeah, I mean, you will spend money on those things, but again, like, it's totally your choice. You will definitely get a lot of things, lot of cafes. um, Also, the word cafe reminds me of something. Here in Amsterdam, cafes are different and coffee shops are different, so don't get confused between the two, because coffee shops are the places um, where you get cannabis infused stuff. And um, yeah, so it's not a place, it's a place to buy smoke actually. So coffee shops are the places where you buy smoke, and they're not the regular coffee shops that we understand. So don't be mistaken. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Also, the location of our hostel was in the city center, like in the heart of the city. So everything was very close by. Everything was at walking distance. Like the Place was right outside our hostel. The I'm sorry, there's this lady next to me who's talking, shouting on top of her voice. I'm sure that's also recording in this video, but guys, sorry, just ignore. Um, so I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, the hostel was in the heart of the city, so everything was very much accessible walking. The only thing that we spent money on was Zandam to and fro tickets, and the food we ate, because despite of carrying a lot of things, actually I picked up a few things on the way also. um, and the bag was taken by somebody because I decided to keep it in the common kitchen. I don't know why, so it was really stupid. But Amsterdam Central Station is a very, very, very big station. It can be really confusing, because I remember on returning from Zandam, we were actually looking for the tram stop, um, and it was really confusing for us to spot the stop, because the maps made us roam around the station. And like, we were just walking from one point to another, the same point to the point where we started. So it was pretty much confusing. Later on we could spot the stop though, but it was confusing. It's a very big station. We did not decide to take the canal ride for some reason, because it wasn't this sunny yesterday. Was it like this, we would have definitely taken it, but no, it wasn't, and it was dark. So I was not very interested in taking a canal ride, and spending again 16 euros on this was not something we found worth. But if you would like to do it, definitely you should, because the tourism industry has promoted the city uh, canal ride as one of the things you must do here. Of course, Amsterdam is the city of canals, but the canal ride was not something that fascinated us, so we did not go for it. But if you want to, you should, you can definitely do that. Um, Also, one thing I forgot to mention, so in Rotterdam, we came across something called water taxi, water trains, and that was something um, we were very curious to know. So, yeah, we did that, and it was actually good. So, Rotterdam was also worth visiting. Rotterdam, Amsterdam, and Zandam. We completed all of this in 3 nights, 4 days. But if you're planning only Amsterdam, I think what you can do is you can come, like, you can come to Amsterdam in the morning, you can stay for a night, and the next day in the evening you can leave for another city or wherever you want to. I think that is totally uh, that's absolutely enough just for Amsterdam. That's all I wanted to share with you guys for today. My bus is about to reach, and I think I've shared everything that I wanted to. Yeah, one thing that's very useful, especially if you're an assistant, what you can do to save some money is whenever you're taking a tram, just look around everywhere and just get in. So uh, it so happened that inside the tram there was this small ticket counter kind of a thing. We asked this lady for the ticket, and she said you can sit. If you don't have tickets, you can sit. You need to buy the ticket outside. So we knew that, but just to check, and she told you can just sit if you don't have ticket. So we did not have to pay for that. So even you can do something like that if you want to save some money. It's not very expensive though, and since we saw that lady inside, we thought maybe we can buy the ticket inside. It was too cold outside. But yeah, when she said that, we just went. We could travel without a ticket, is what I'm saying. Uh, that's it. I think there's nothing I have to share to this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.